My name is Roger Thompson. I'm from Senate District 8, which includes the top part of Okfuskee County, all of Okmulgee, all of McIntosh, and a little bit of Muskogee County. I have lived in Okfuskee County for about 30 years. My wife and I have several businesses. We own the Okemah Newsletter. She has Pamela's Flowers, the Okemah Office Supply. Sold real estate until I was elected to office, and now my license have gone inactive, but still very much involved in commercial development.
Senator Thompson, tell us about your priorities for this legislative session.
Very, very difficult session with money. If we go back just a few years, $600 million shortfall, and then a $1.2 billion shortfall. This year, $828 million shortfall. As Chair of Finance, I'm looking at different revenue streams. And my philosophy is that we need to be looking at government, see whether we're spending money that we don't need to be spending. There are plans that are out there that talk about taxing the people and let's do more ad valorem or let's do more sales tax. I'm not a proponent of those. I think we really must look into government and see where we're spending money now. Can we get by with less money in government? My own businesses, I've had to lay some people off because of the economy. We need to look at the government doing exactly the same thing. So do some of that.
So you're on the Appropriations Committee
Yes.
in the Senate. Tell us about some key legislation you're working on dealing with the budget.
Okay, there are a couple of pieces that I'm working on. One is that I have passed a bill out of appropriations to stop the next income tax cut. And because of the trigger language, all we would have to do is gain $97 million over what we have now. We'll kick in another income tax cut, and we just can't stand that right now. I'm all about lower taxes, but you got to pay your bills. And so my bill simply repeals the next income tax trigger, and so we'll stay at 5% income tax. If it's some future legislature wants to deal with another income tax cut, that'll be up to them, but we just need to stop that now for a couple of reasons. One is to stabilize our income, but also show the bond people that we borrow money from, we're good on our word. We're going to have money to pay those. Another piece of legislation I've worked on is looking at our incentives. And one of those major incentives are our wind incentives. And so we passed out of appropriations, capping our transferables at $2 million, capping our credits this year at $10 million. So we've got a $12 million exposure, and that's it. We know what we're working with. Right now, last year we paid out $59.7 million, I think. Anyway, it will give us a return of about $53 million by the same time next year, increasing the credits, lowering it down the cap. So those are two areas.
Okay. So farmers and ranchers are always concerned when budget discussions come up with ad valorem taxes and with the ag sales tax exemption. Can you tell us how are you going to work to support farmers and ranchers in rural Oklahoma?
Well, agriculture and farmers and ranchers are the very foundation of where we need to be. I have some concern about us spreading out more of the ad valorem tax for more reasons. We keep hearing a lot, we want to be like Texas. Well, Texas funds their schools from ad valorem. We want to make sure we're not pushing more of that back to the local people. And I live inside of Okemah. My ad valorem is going up 3% a year like everybody else's out here. Plus you got school bond issues that are already out that way. I am not supportive of any additional ad valorem taxes that'll be coming out.